Yo, instead smack him in the face, Wayne 6578. And we have a really nice Madden 21 scheme for you. This is part 2 of the scheme I just put out in the gun split panther formation. This is part 2. It will be in the gun split slot formation. Now, it's a really great scheme I have for you guys. Really nice run plays, some really nice passing plays, and it complements that part 1. Link to that breakdown is in the description below. But this is going to be part 2, guys. So sit back, relax, get ready to get this. It's a really easy scheme to run. You'll smack people in their face. Let's get it. Okay, we are in the gun split slot formation. Now, you need to make a custom to get all of these plays in here. Okay, we'll go over the fullback inside, which is in the Cleveland Browns playbook. The slot flood, which is in the Cleveland Browns playbook. The inside zone split, which is in the Jets playbook. The PA wheel switch, which is again in the Cleveland Browns playbook. And then we have the halfback sweep weak, which is a really nice run in the Texans playbook. And lastly, we have slot post angle in the Jets playbook. So those are the plays. In the description below, guys, I'll tell you all the setups and all the playbooks that these plays are in. So let's get into it. We'll go over the fullback inside first. Now, watch the first video to see how to set up your wide receivers. The good thing about the gun split slot formation is you can have 2 running backs in the backfield. So when we do go over, I forgot to mention the halfback slip screen. I went over that one in the first one, but you have 2 running backs instead of a tight end for this one, so it's really good. So you can have 2 running backs in the backfield, which is really good. We'll go over this fullback inside first against random defenses. Now, you can put your best fullback over here if you want, but I like to keep it the way it is. And then you just read those holes. It's really decent blocking, especially if you've been running that that other play out of the first one. You'll pick up quite a few yards because they don't know if you're going to that first one with that play action play, which is really, really nice. So this definitely will complement that. So that's the fullback inside. Really good play. You can't really flip it, but you can always go to that inside zone split, and they don't know where you're going from there. So that's the fullback inside. We'll run it one more time, and then we'll get into the breakdown of the next one. So this is slot flood. I do like to block that triangle receiver, and sometimes I like to look to see if my reads are basically going to be R1 and then X, and that's it. If I'm going to the left, what I'll do sometimes I'll put this triangle receiver on an out route, and I'll look for that square receiver. If no one's dropping back like there, you can have a pass lead down into the inside, and he'll be wide open. And if he's not open, you can always hit this triangle receiver. Depends on what they're doing, but and then that's for the left side. Now on the right side, like I said, my reads are just R1 and X, and I'll always block that triangle receiver. If you see this X route, always gets open. I don't care what type of person you have. You just want a decent receiver there. If you put your best route runner there, you'll really do good. But it's just a pass. As soon as he makes that cut, they have to use that route. That route is always open, man or zone, unless they're playing some type of funny zone drop or something. But it's just going to always be open, guys. So, and then if it's not open, your first read is really going to be that R1 route. See that R1 route? You just to pick up your yards. And if they're blitzing you, you usually can hit that R1 route. But again, R1 and X on the right side. Make sure you block that running back. And then that's just like that. And I dropped it. We'll run it one more time, and then we'll get into the next run play. See, this is a blitz. We're going to hit this R1 out of the backfield. And if they can block, mama almost scored a touchdown. But anyway, let's get into the next play. This is the inside zone split. I went over this in the gun split panther, but it is in this one. So, of course, we need to show it in this one also. And it's ran the same way. You just run, you watch your blocks, you be patient, and you just pick up your yards. Sometimes if you do have a nose tackle, you want to double team that nose tackle. if he's a beast and if he's lined up over that center. You see, okay, we're gonna have to double team this guy because Clark is just messing everything up. So it's really simple, just like the other one. Inside zone split, really good. Just get your blocks, watch your blocks, be patient, and pick up your yards. Just like that, guys. Let's get into the next passing play. So this is the next play, slot post angle. My reads are just X, triangle, and R1. And we'll run it a few times. X is covered, triangle is covered. I'll hit R1, and I'll just pick up yards. It's really easy reads, guys. That Texas route out of that backfield catches a lot of people off guard. And this X route has to be user covered unless they have a really good slot man, safety, or corner. You'll do real good. And it's just reading. Just X, triangle, and R1. You also can look if they're playing man defense, like right here. You can hit this square receiver. I told you how to do that in that previous play, that PAY slide. But we're just looking for X, triangle. Man, that was an overthrown ball. But we're just looking for X, triangle, and R1. And see, sometimes we have to wait because everything was covered. Do this out route over here. We're playing a really good cornerback, but I'll show you it's possible to hit that with the pass lead down. But that's Alexander, so be careful on that. I usually never throw that. But they're focusing so much on that route that usually I don't go to it. So they're focusing so much on this triangle and this X route that are in the middle. So you just to do this and pick up your yards. Really easy, really simple reads. X, triangle, R1. And I'm overthrowing. And it's just easy reads, guys. X is going to be open, pass lead down. Let's get that in there. And then X, triangle, R1. Really simple, guys. We'll run it one more time and then we'll move on to the next play. Oh, Cohen trying to get busy. Let's move on to the next run play. Here's the next play, the halfback sweep weak. Really decent play. You want to get this to the outside and pick up yards. At times, the middle might open, so you might have to cut that back. But like right here. So here, right here, that middle kind of open. We'll try to get it up in there, but you really want to get this sweep to the outside and get it upfield. We're going to get that to the outside and try to get around them. Now, you can't flip these plays, but you can flip the whole play and run it with your best running back. Usually your best running back is right there. So, you get this over here and do the same thing. Not a really make or break run. You don't get a lot of yards, but you can catch your opponent off guard. If your team blocks for you, you can pick up about 6 or 7 yards with this run. Okay, we'll run it one more time, and then we'll get into the last passing play. Whoa. Now this is the next passing play. It's called PA Wheel Switch. It's a really great play, especially when you need a lot of yards. And it has a decent one-play touchdown that you can be running to the right or the left. We'll show you how I run it to the right, which is mostly the way that I run it most of the time. I block my triangle running back. And my reads are R1, and I look for X for that one-play touchdown. And then if everything else is covered, my safety valve is that square route coming across the field. Now we'll just run it a few times, and I'll show you how this play works. If R1 is open, you're just to pick up your yards. Sometimes when I do pass it to R1, I run to the right because it's open and you can pick up more yards. But in a blitz like this, sometimes you can hit that triangle receiver really quick. But I usually let him block. So I'll just be blocking him when I don't think they're blitzing. And then I'll look for R1. If R1 is covered, like right here, R1 is open again, you just to pick up those yards. And this play really works, and the user will start guarding that R1. And you'll see when that R1 is not covered, like right here, R1 is covered. Look at X. Okay, we didn't get a good pass off, but Mooney is a beast, but that's usually a one-play touchdown, guys. And we're just blocking that running back. R1, I don't like R1. X. We can get this easy one-play touchdown. And I'll show you how I run it to the left also. I do like to run this play. This is a blitz. Let's hit that triangle receiver if he's open. Yes, he's open again. And we can, like I said, when you're being blitzed, you got to get that ball out there pretty quick, or just audible to these great run plays that I have in this scheme also. Okay. And also, when that X is covered, if you pass lead down, you can hit this safety valve of that square coming over. So it's a really nice play. We'll call it one more time, and then I'll show you how I run it to the left. This is a blitz. Yeah, everything was covered right there. We'll run it one last time, and then I'll show you how I run it to the left. Look at X. I overthrew him, but it was another one-play touchdown, guys. Now, the way I run this to the left is I motion this guy out. Now, I still let R1 run his route, but I look for triangle. If triangle is uncovered, I look at that safety back there when I'm running to the left. Safety is back there. I'm going to look for square or R1 right here. And I am motioning out. You can stay in the pocket. It's just that I usually motion out. This is a blitz again. Let's try to hit triangle. We can still get it to triangle before he gets there. But we motion that guy out, and that's how I run it to the left, guys. Now, when they're blitzing, you have no one blocking. You do this little play action. So this is a blitz. Let's hit R1. Let's get it to the right. To the left, and just pick up a lot of yards. But I really like when I run to the left, I look at that triangle receiver. Okay, I look at that safety back there. This is like a cover 3, probably a cover 1 man. So we're gonna see how this plays. Right there. Now he should be fast enough to where he'll get that easy one-play touchdown, and he'll score an easy touchdown. It's probably need to be charged, Carter. Let me finish this. Okay, so it's an easy play, guys. Utilize this, and then we'll go over one more play. Right here. Look how fast he is. We didn't get out there in front, but we still almost caught it. But that's how I like to run that play. Again, this is if you need a lot of yards, okay? If you need a lot of yards downfield, I usually hit this into the half, or if I just want to try to hit an easy one-play touchdown on these guys. This one right here, we can hit R1 because the triangle, the safety was back there. Simple as that. We'll run it one more time, and then we'll get into the next play. Now the next play is the halfback slip screen. I broke this down in part 1, but in part 2, we have 2 running backs in the backfield. So we have a screen going to the left, and we have a nice little table route going to the right with R1. So my reads on this one are R1 and then triangle. If R1 is open, you're going to get that out there, pick up your yards, just like we did in part 1. And then the screens for this play, they usually block so nicely if you can get it off. The blocks are usually pretty decent on this. So that's really the scheme, guys. It's really easy. I really like running it. The schemes I've put out recently, man, it's been so easy, and I've been beating a lot of people. I'm using them in my schemes over teams gameplay, so definitely check that out and knock these guys off one by one. It's your boy Ain't 6578. Yep, I'm outie, but I'll be juking back. Thanks for watching, guys. It's your boy Wayne 6578. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to be notified and join the Team Smack'em Nation. Let's go.